Hi. For a book review, I wanted to absolutely recommend to young parents the book by Michel Odent called Primal Health. And he's talking about and understanding the critical period between conception and first birthday. Now, Michel Odent starts this book talking about health. For too long now, we've been talking of health in terms of disease. We think that the absence of disease is health, but health is a self-perpetuating, self-sustaining mechanism that keeps us vibrant, alive, and enthusiastic in life. And he is questioning that health. He then moves on to talk about what we call lifestyle diseases. These are non-communicable, and despite of the quality of life improving, despite of medical science advances, we're also seeing a steep rise in obesity, in hypertension. So it's a legitimate question that he asks in the book. He moves on then to talk about two approaches to health. One is the gardener's approach, where you are tending to health, which means health is available and we are tending to it. We are adding to it, we are supporting it, we are facilitating it. And that is where our focus is. How does this system work? And the other approach is the doctor's approach, which is about testing and verifying and constantly questioning health to say, is it failing? And trying to work with that failure. So he's trying to find a balance between the two approaches. For too long now, our births, our pregnancies, our babies are being subjected to the pathological approach. Of course, he says that this comparison is oversimplified because there are aggressive gardeners and there are caring doctors. So it is used as a metaphor for approaches. And for too long, he says that pregnancy, birth, and babies have been looked at a pathological point of view, which is taking away such valuable input that we can put as a gardener in the primal period. And for that, he's explaining the entire primal period and also a concept of primal adaptive period, which means that's when in the beginning, when systems are being laid out, how organs, how mechanisms, how set points, how literally the thermostat of your body is built in relation to surviving into the world. And he makes a comparison between what germs were a century ago for medical community or for scientific community. Stress is today. Everybody thinks it's bad. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows how to handle it. And we are missing the point of how our bodies respond to it in a larger picture. So it's either, you are stressed or you reduce stress, and then you approach everything else that arises in your life through a medical framework, which says medicate, test, and how to manage the symptoms. So in his book, The Primal Health, Michel Odent talks about not about managing disease, not about managing symptoms, but understanding what lies underneath, how the system works, where the health lies, and how parents, to-be parents, young parents can cultivate the foundations of good health in the primal period. So I wholeheartedly recommend Primal Health by Michel Odent to new young parents, to even to-be parents, but also those of us who are no longer have smaller children or are not considering, to look at our own health paradigm through the eyes of the primal period.